Nice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you'll love to see it right now, honestly. Welcome back to You Love to Hear It, episode number 26. Quick breakdown. The last episode we filmed was during Christmas, and I'm telling you, we went right out the gate, claiming potentially one of the best production podcasts that's ever hit the internet. And there was a bunch of homies who were helping me with stuff, but it was really like my main focus and thing. And shout out to all the boys who made it happen and possible. But I just couldn't keep, I guess, setting up the recording myself with all the cameras and stuff and taking the time to upload all the footage and send all that. And then manage to make sure all the homies were doing the things that, like the background stuff of the Instagram and the TikTok and the YouTube and all that stuff. So I was like, yo, I got to take a step back from this for a minute. A minute ended up being, I guess, 10 months. And I wasn't going to let a year go by without dropping another episode. And then this week, the U.S. has been getting plummeted with snow. Pacific Northwest got dumped on, the Northeast got dumped on, and now, I don't know what we're calling it, the Rockies got completely dumped on. And I just felt like I needed to grab the mic, even if it's just a wired mic, no studio mic stuff, grab one camera, no backup stuff, and just shoot the shit with you guys for a little while now that preseason is beginning. It's late October. I didn't even realize how quickly it actually rolled up. Like November is about to be here. That's some pretty prime time preseason park laps. And I just want to run over what we got going in the next couple weeks here with you guys, spread some stoke, get back on the mic, and do it in a way that is sustainable so I can keep these things coming out. I feel like there's so much knowledge, there's so much like information and tips and stuff that I can share, and there's so many dope, beautiful conversations that I feel like people should be able to like tune into, to be able to fly on the wall. So if you guys are stoked on the pod being back, the only thing that I ask, we have no sponsors right now. We're not running any ads or anything like that. So just share it. If there's something on Instagram, a clip that you like that you see, share it with your homies. If there's something that resonates with you, clip it up. Drop, you know what I mean? Drop your own clip from the pod on TikTok. And more than any of that, just click like, drop a comment, share it with your friends. That's how this will grow to be what I would hopefully like it to be, to spread awareness and share the stoke to the audience that we would like to. So thank you guys for listening. And let's jump into this. I have a folder here that we're going to jump into, just of questions that you guys have sent me, whether it's been on Instagram or Patreon or just direct messages that I get from people that I feel like would resonate with a lot of people and that need like a specific question that needs a long, in-depth answer that I would like to give a long, in-depth answer to. So sometimes I just screenshot it and I just tell you like, yo, homie, listen to the pod next week. I'll run through your question, and then months go by and I actually feel bad because I'm like, damn, some of these questions were from July and they could have helped some of these homies. So we're going to jump into your guys' questions. If you do want to see or potentially have your question featured, Patreon is the best way. Patreon.com/CaseyWillax to support the dream. But one thing before we even jump into that, the real reason that I was able to hop on this mic is something beautiful. This homie hit me up when I made that post in Indonesia about looking for a filmer, and the requirements were obnoxious. Surfing, I was looking for a dedicated surf filmer at that time, and so it was like surf background but don't want to surf but love surfing, and no surfing with a long lens and a camera but also want to sleep on couches. And like I broke this crazy specific thing down because you never know, sometimes you can find somebody. We got a large audience here of people who are trying to help out. And this homie Mello hit me up and basically just said, dude, if you need anything, I can edit for you. He said, I will do it for free. Keyword, he said, I'll do work for free. Outsource edits, vlog, storytelling, podcast stuff, anything you want. And he said he can mix and master the pod as well. And I want to like hone in on this real quick. I feel like that is almost disappearing from the youth. And myself personally, the way that I like was raised and got into like content creation and stuff, but like the way that I was raised led into the way that I do it. Like I was always down to put in so much work. like if you're a electrician or something like that, you have to do your apprenticeship, and like you're basically working for free. Like as a tattoo artist, like you have to do years of apprenticeship. You're basically working for nothing because you have the desire to learn the craft and the skill, and you want to hone it in. So you want to put yourself around people who are already doing it so that you can learn and basically not pay for what like these big influencers are now like charging courses for. Like, come to my course, give me 10 grand and I'll teach you how to expand your business, blah, 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 blah. Back in the day, not that long ago, people used to just do, like myself, just do stuff for free. That was like the Mike Dawsey route, was like, take fucking the best photos that you can of the best people that you can find and get them to them the next morning, and just pump out as much stuff as you can so that you start to build a name for yourself and you start to like build your career and have some backing. And I feel like so many people these days, just especially the youth, they want to just get absolutely broken off from the beginning before they even have like a name and a craft. And I also want to say that I understand why that is with the youth. I'm not just hating on that, but we're living in a day and age now where you could just start clipping up Aiden Ross live stream Twitch clips, drop them on TikTok, and if you get 1,000 views or if you get 1,000,000 views or whatever, you make $1,000. So like you can actually kind of skip the line these days and just start making more money. But I believe that there's nothing more important than honing in the craft. And you can do the little couple get rich quick schemes, but it's not going to actually fulfill you. It'll fulfill your bank account, but we all know the bell curve of what money gives you to happiness. And then as soon as you hit a regular amount of a house and some food and some friends, like the happiness doesn't get any better. So I just want to give a huge shout out to the homie Mello to get me motivated to start this off, because it's expensive as hell and all the gear was getting expensive, and I try to take care of the people who edit and stuff, so the editing costs were getting expensive and the social media managing was all getting expensive, and I was just running out of money, so I had to shut it down. And here we are, because the homie Mello said that he wants to learn how to do this and get better and watch me grow. We obviously talked past this screenshot here that I was talking about, and in the future, if it starts making money and I can help assist in that, basically, like, then we can start talking about payment. So I want to just get the youth motivated again towards eating dirt and putting in the time, and that comes from having a nice little savings from you working. So just like work for 3 years if you feel like you need 50 grand saved up. If you're good at spending money and you feel like you only need like 10, 15 grand to get through a year or so, save that up for 8 to 10, 12 months, however long it takes, whatever your job is, whatever your situation is, however good your saving is, and then hit up somebody that you look up to, somebody that you want to work for, and just offer them free work for a little while until you can prove and show yourself, and you let them know that you want to like build your skills and get better and help and grow with them, and that if it turns a profit and they see that it's actually helping you make more money, then we could talk about that down the line. I feel like almost everybody who assists and helps me in any way behind the scenes has all started out with that. And I'm by no means making any type of like saving crazy good money over here. Like, I just feel like I figured out a way to live on such a normal, small, general means, as humbly as I can. I live in an RV. I don't even pay rent right now. I just like, that's the biggest, most critical thing, is figuring out how to spend your money in the right way. And this leads into me just like, it seems like I'm living this absolute dream, which I am. I wake up every day, I do what I want to do. I chase swell, I chase surf, I chase perfect winter storms and powder and all that. But I make just enough to get by and do it. And like, that's all I'm looking for. If I can wake up every day and be happy and stoked and shred and get by on the means that I have and do that and share that with the world, then I just feel like you can and I can do it long term, because it's sustainable, but because I love it. But when you're just doing that, like, I want to get rich quick, or like I feel like I deserve like all this crazy amount of money, it just kind of, to me, makes it seem like it's more about the money at that point, and it's not about the passion. And coming from myself, who has just absolutely been in the dirt for so, like, it seems like decades now, I've come to love the dirt. I like sleeping in a tent outside and having bare feet. I just I just want to focus on, like, I feel like the youth just needs like a respark and like a reignition of passion, because money's tight. I'm not hating on money. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Allows you to do, all the things that you want to do, but it's not a means to an end. It's not like the pure end goal. It doesn't bring or sustain happiness. You got to find your passion and you got to go all in on it. So the rants are going to be real on this thing. Let's jump into some of these questions. We'll go in order from the oldest. Oh yeah, we do have one from May. Some of these are just comments that I was like hyped on that I want to read, and some of them have actual answers that I want to dive into, but we got the homie here. Jeezy longboard. I don't surf, but I've been watching all these videos. The different mix of camera angles and music and dedicated filmer is a game changer for my engagement on the surfing videos. Haha, I was only here for the snowboarding vids, but now I'm here for the pure stoke in every vid. I just feel like you want to be a legit supporter. Like, you want me to get so hyped on you the way that you guys are hyped on the content I'm putting out is if you're supporting in the off seasons and you're watching all the videos, regardless if it's like your main focus, like, then you just have a full-blown 100% stoke vibe going on. Like, if you're only stoking on the things that you like, then you're not really truly like super stoked. You got to be psyched on everything. So shout out to the people who watch the surf videos and give them a chance and then end up enjoying them, because nothing that I put out do I think is not good, like entertaining content. My whole goal with the videos that I make, as you guys can tell, is I clearly don't give a fuck about a view count. I don't care about numbers whatsoever. I think we all know this by now. We see the dip, and I just want to put up a video, and when it's released, anybody who watches it, whether they're like, I'll click on this even though I don't normally, or someone who's like, yo, let's go, another hurricane edit. When those people click on the video, no matter who it is, I want them to have a good video and be entertained, potentially get some knowledge and some tips and some inspiration, and then to go outside and crush their entire day. Like, that's my whole goal. This is not just a straight snowboarding channel. It didn't start as a snowboarding channel. It started as a surfing channel in Southern California, and then a road trip channel across the whole entire US. Then we did snowboarding. Then we went to surfing. Like, at no point has this been 100% snowboard dedicated channel. It has just been a channel for just spreading stoke and charging nothing. So next we got July, Coop Hamilton. Are you going to come surf the Great Lakes next winter? That's a great question. We had potentially some of the best couple days of our lives. 2022, maybe it was 2021, when we were at Perfect North and they got rained out because there was a storm, and we went up to Michigan and we surfed either Indian or Michigan. It was insane. I'm claiming if we're in the NAR and we're within, what's an 8-hour NAR drive? 8 times maybe 480 miles. If we're within 450 miles from some firing swell on the Great Lakes, we will be showing up there this winter. Next one, we got Sean Terry. Thanks so much. What's the best camera you found so far for filming stability content, even filming snowboarding, surfing tricks? I would say the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro stability is out of this world. If you're looking for an action camera, just point and shoot, throw it on a pole, you're going to get absolute banger shots. But I like Sony. I use the ZVE1. And the stability is unheard of. You also can get lenses that have like stability built into them, the camera body. But yeah, I don't really know much about equipment like that. Those are the two that I found work great in low light and great with stability. And that's really all I need. Question 2 from Sean. When you make decisions on places to go to and events to do, how much do you factor in content creation and existing networks you have there as opposed to taking new risks? What a great question. How much do you factor in content creation? Once again, with the videos that I make and stuff, like my whole life, I base on and build around doing what I love. So I factor it in almost zero. That's my number one, like, go-to. Like, what do I want to do is number one. Then once I figure that out, then number 2 is like, all right, how do we make some dope content around this to make it engaging for the people and to share insight and knowledge and make it entertaining? and as opposed to taking new risks. That's probably the biggest one. Like, I like going to places that I've never been, but I also like going to places where I've been and locked in and scored and can like get in, score, and get out when it's got to be like a quick mission. But when it comes to like content creation, I've learned that even if I drop a video of like 10, 20 minutes of a travel to get somewhere and then get there and lock in and then like just like get a thumbnail of me like stoked we made it to Colorado, that first video will get more views, even if there's less shredding and we just ride for like the last hour of the day, than the second follow-up video called like we're in Colorado, we made it, parks are firing, and we rip all day with bangers. Something about the first video appealing to the audience gets more views, and then from the first to the second to the third to like, I want to say after like 4 or 5 videos, they can do good, they can do decent, they will start to drop off after that. Like if I put out 3 or 4 surfing videos in Indo right off the rip, people are frothing. By the 5th video, they're like, we get it, you're in Indo. And that makes so much sense to me. It's the same thing with snowboarding. If I'm in Colorado, it's the same thing with basically anything that you do that's similar. If it's a travel video, you've already been there and you put out 2 videos, the third one, even if it's the best one, just doesn't do as good. And it makes sense. Like, I think people get a little confused. Maybe they think they already saw it because it's like same location in 2 different videos, similar thumbnail. But I would say my number one thing is like make sure I love it and I want to do it, then factor in how gnarly it's going to be, and then factor in like how can we make some dope content out of this. Finally, number 3, I love the style of your videos. Wanted to make content related to the same action sports, but more on the entertainment, hanging with friends, promotable side that draws the eye. Using multiple transitions in one event, layering in music and different clips depending on the copyright rules. Sounds exactly like what I do. What software do you use to edit the videos, and how does it usually process out from camera to you to editing, posting on the social basis? Amazing questions here. First of all, I use Final Cut because it's so easy and you can pump shit out. I think you used to be a little bit more limited, and when I grew up I used to use Premiere because you can do a lot more stuff, vectoring and just making things spin and turn into it and move stuff and all that. But recently Final Cut has gotten so good, so crazy. Anything you want to do, you can YouTube it and it'll tell you exactly how, with videos of like how to fucking mask this and bring that in. And so I started making more videos recently. I have a folder on my main channel just called like full edits. I've done 3 or 4 now, and then the homie Dylan did 2 before, where it's just focused on shredding. 4 to 10 to 12 minutes of just bangers, 2 to 3 good songs mixed in skateboard style old school edits where it's just flashes of where you are mixed in with banger like surf. And I really want to start doing longer form, maybe film for like a month and then make one banger edit. But I use Final Cut, and the process is pretty much me all day living in a timeline in my head. Nobody around me knows what's going on, even the homies that I'm with and filming. Sometimes even the filmer doesn't even know what's going on. I just kind of tell them, like, make sure you get everything. But I will, like, it's very crucial when you're making a video to know while you're filming it what you're filming. And so, for example, I have to pick, do I want music to play or do I want a consistent amount of audio of talking and stuff? So if there's banter going on, sometimes you can start the video with banter, talking with your friends, giving a breakdown, like, you know, like checking the surf, rolling up to the spots, stoking people out, giving out gear and all that. And then there's a moment when I like to consciously know, like, okay, we've had about 3 minutes of talking here. That's a good enough time. I would like B-roll to start, and I need 3.5 minutes for a song now. And that's when it's funny because I'll do some type of like, all right, so we're in it, blah, 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 blah. Copper Mountain, let's go. Like you hit the camera or you pan it away or whatever. In my head now, there's music playing. My friends that I'm with have no idea. Anybody I'm coming into contact with has no idea. When I edit later, I know that if I do meet people and I'm filming them, I'm taking those clips, bringing them above the timeline over to the end, and whenever the song's over, I'll input those. So I edit chronologically mostly, but at times I know, like, okay, I already started the music here in the video. I'm like, the video's going on within my day right now. And like, for instance, whatever, Mike Green or Jack or Daly or anybody they'll show up and they'll start trying to hit banter and they'll start trying to talk and do breakdowns, or they'll do another breakdown. And I'm just like, almost ignoring it because I'm like, I already know this isn't going in there. We already did this. There's too much talking. So the process is happening throughout my entire day, throughout the entire night, and then I edit it and it makes it that much easier. And I don't want to go too much into this because I don't want to like over discuss editing. We could do an entire podcast on like editing tips and stuff. Maybe get in like another YouTuber to help out with that. But then, so yeah, I do all the editing and then the posting on the social basis. Normally when I'm done with an edit, then I'll go through and I will grab some of like what I think might be a viral clip or some of my best tricks, and I'll edit a short form for that. I upload all my stuff into folders that it's always switching, but like Verde at points has run the YouTube shorts and the TikTok. Jack has run the You Love to Hear It, there's just random people run different accounts. And so I upload all of my shorts to a folder where people can go in and grab them and they can slow them down and add text and all that type of stuff. And they help on like the socials that are just too much for me to manage. So that's camera, process, editing, posting on social. And sorry, that's a ton. Take your time to respond. I'm sure many people who have shared our experiences in the mountain have potentially asked these questions as well. So yeah, those are great questions. Kay Lavin asked, what are pieces of exercise equipment you always take with you on trips? Example, routine on the road. So me and TCAP have like an unwritten rule where he brings maybe it's like a 12-inch spiky rumble roller everywhere we go. And that I would say is the number one thing. Sometimes, depending on the trip, I'll bring a yoga mat. Also doubles as a sleeping pad, which is great. If I'm surfing, I bring those little bands, the really little thin bands of like 3 different sizes so that you can just get warmed up and do like shoulder stuff with those just to get warmed up. But yeah, I just bring the Stoke on all the trips, and I have a Planet Fitness. So if I'm anywhere in the US, I can just go to Planet Fitness, hit a fire workout. If I could bring one thing though that I can't, it would be just a bar to hang from, to do dead hangs. And I think, routine on the road, I just try to just like get up and move as quick as I can in the morning within the first couple hours to get the body moving and heated up and the metabolism, everything going for the day. And I try to stretch as much as possible. I try to do cold plunges as much as possible on the road, just things that are like hyper effective at reducing inflammation. And it literally would like go into food and all that. And then, bring it back. Love the nutrition insights. What are your go-to snacks that are easy and clean? Straight up pocket meat. Any grass-fed, grass-finished, in a wrapper pocket meat. Obviously, I'd rather have fresh liver from a freaking animal that like out of the freezer, but to be able to eat like ancestral blend meats and cheeses and charcuterie, it's just so easy and it's so good for you. I really don't need to snack that much though, because we do like the intermittent fasting. We do the bulletproof coffee in the morning, so that lasts for so long. And if I have any coffee left over and I'm taking a break, I will throw collagen in the coffee to finish it out. So that way you're like already basically recovering. Protein powders, grass-fed, grass-finished protein powders are good. Green supplement like drinks are super good. Literally Element, I feel like, is a snack. Whatever, like hard-boiled eggs, avocados. And sometimes you just got to whip up a freaking fire banger meal. Yo, let's go. The homie Kyle. Did you have any problems with friends or family not supporting your dream? Let's go, dude. You guys are coming up with amazing questions. I think that the reason I've been like so able to stay focused on what I'm doing and not have any like second guesses about it is because of the support that I have from my family and my friends. Unwavering support from day one from my mom. She has literally told me since I was a kid, anything you want to do, you can do. Anything you want to do, I will support you in, as long as it's beneficial to yourself and humankind and not bringing anybody down. And I think that's actually a huge thing that people need to start doing to their friends and to their family and to others, is giving them unwavering support in anything that they want to do, especially if you're a parent and your kid doesn't want to take the same route that either you did or that you want them to, which is a tough topic. But like Gary Vee brings it up all the time, there's nothing worse than having resentment for someone that you love because either you did what they wanted you to and you didn't like it, or they didn't do what you wanted them to and they ended up being happy and now maybe they're jealous or something. There's so many of these weird little nuances that are like, it's not about you, it's about the other person. And if somebody is happy and they're doing what they love, they're literally succeeding in life. That is the most difficult thing, is to find out what you love and pursue it and to somehow turn that into a profit. And I would say if you got any friends or family that are not supporting your dream, I don't mean this in like a bad way or like a real way, but like, fuck them. You know, like, it's just that simple, dude. They're obviously not your homie and they're obviously not really good family. And the biggest thing is if you push and you crush and you work your ass off at it and you become successful with it, they're going to have so much more respect for you in the end. And then maybe you're going to inspire them to start taking that route as well. So I'm super fortunate that I don't. I think we should all start supporting each other. If your friend drops a clothing line or a video or starts a YouTube channel, you buy some merch, you go, you subscribe, you share it. And if it's your brother or your mother or anything, you fucking help them out in every way. You work for them for free for their starting. You help them move into their new business. Like, let's just get more supportive of all of our friends and family. Then we got the homie Doug, dude. No way. The Stoked coordinator right here. A little chat about dating, maintaining relationships while trucky dreaming would be interesting to hear. Probably not the guy for this question. I don't date and I don't maintain relationships of that romantic-esque, I guess you could say. I think you just got to know what you want. And I think you really got to be complete within yourself before you look for not just validation, but like completion through another person. If you're content with yourself and you're happy and you're like, I don't know, you just wake up every day and you do the things that you love. This is a tough one. First, I want to actually go back and say that like, so many people are like, where's the girls in your videos? We want to see some chicks. And like my content, like I always say, is just supposed to be around getting away from the daily troubles that we all deal with, whether it's relationships or politics or conspiracy theories and stuff. We all know that all this goes on out there, but I want people to just have a getaway from all that, to come to me and just to see shredding and stoking. And if there's girls that I'm hanging out with, they're in the videos. I'm not anti showing girls in the videos. I'm more anti trying to make provocative content for clicks. That's just not what I'm into. That's not what I'm trying to have people think that like my channel is for. I don't want you to come to my channel thinking that. And I feel like so many people are just like, a lot of people are just too thirsty, you know what I mean? And they're like always looking for like where's the chicks in your videos? It makes me think like, where's the chicks in your life that you're coming to me to look for chicks in these videos that you've been watching that it never was a thing? So that's like a side note. But for like relationship and dating advice while trucky dreaming, I think you just got to find the right freaking person. I think you got to find somebody that if you shred, they have to shred. But there's also, I mean, dude, it's such a complex topic. Like some people don't want their significant other to be shredding. They like their shredding to be their thing. And it's like a getaway time where you can go shred for a couple hours and come home. And I think that like leaving and coming back thing is actually really important. So sometimes maybe it's important to have a long-term relationship and to maintain on the phone. I personally can't message people all day long. Like I don't even message my friends enough. So like that's the reason that I can't maintain any type of relationship, is just because I got so much stuff going on and I feel like you're supposed to give 100% to everything that you do. So if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to be giving them 100%. So my whole long run around answer to this, I'm weaving in and out, is like, make sure that you're dialed in and you're not looking for like a completion for yourself from somebody. And then make sure that it's the right fit for you, the right time for you, and make sure that you can give them all of yourself. Don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass anything. And yeah, if you can find a significant other of either gender that is down to be trucky dreaming, living in vans, chasing snow with you, then potentially lock that in, because that's a dream. Whew. All right, we'll do like one or two more, and then I want to do a break and break something down. We got Schmeebs. What do you got planned for 24-25 winter season? Well, actually, we'll pause on this one. Sick background shot there. 24-25 season. So in the next couple days here, me and the brewmaster potentially, everything's potentially for me, even within the next couple days. He's already in the UK. We want to do an indoor tour 2024. So we're going to do maybe like UK, Amsterdam, Belgium. I think Amsterdam or Netherlands, one of those has, or if it's the same thing, dude, I'm all messed up. Germany, Austria. So we're going to try to like take some trains, hit a bunch of indoor, get warmed up, see if we still know how to shred, and then go over to the big parks. And then after that, that'll be early November. We're going to be in Colorado for Torstein's movie premiere on November 21st. So that's going to be insane. Everybody should come to that. Denver, the premiere for Return, the Shredbots movie. So we'll probably do some preseason Colorado before around that November date. I think I might come back to the East Coast pre-Christmas to do like a 2 or 3 week Narvi New England tour, which is going to be concentrated with the most Stoked that we've ever had. And somehow in there, I would like to slip in a Baja trip. And that's 2024 Christmas, East Coast with the fam, Japan. Early January, we're actually 100% booked on the Japan trip. So I'm going to go a week before that, do some shredding with the boys. Then we got the Japan 2025 group C-Dub trip. And that's going to go until the 18th. Then we're going to El Salvador for Jamal's wedding through the end of January. And then I got to step back from that point. You know we can't plan past that. But I would like to do... actually, no, I'm claiming this winter for sure, no matter what, Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, like maybe Dakotas, Idaho, whatever's going on up there, that has to happen. And I would really like to do some type of European RV tour. If we could like rent a van over there, a couple of the boys, cruise around Europe, hit a bunch of resorts, that would be the actual dream. All right, I want to jump into some quick Overstoked news right now to get the hype up for this preseason. It's currently October 22nd, and this week, like I was claiming in the beginning, the U.S. has been getting absolutely dumped on. First I heard was Jay Peak. So we're looking at this footage right now, and they're claiming 6 days ago they got a dusting. 24-25 season is currently loading. And then the next day, pukage. Jay Peak Resort. Well, today was certainly a treat. No tricks thanks to a foot of snow near the summit and covered down to the base since the storm cycle started Monday. Gotta love the blending seasons and the foliage doing its best to hang on as winter takes over the top for now. Woo! This dude is absolutely getting it. Early October. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. October 16th. This dude is straight shredding. I blew it. I blew it, dude. Early season tomahawks. If I didn't have the gnar, dude, I was up there. Oh, Lord. I've never blown it harder. How is this real? As the wind shifts and temps pull a U-turn, we're still inching closer to winter's inevitable win, and we look forward to another season on snow with all of you. A quick reminder to all the college university students, our best rates, blah, blah, blah. The high fives, dude. There's people all over the mountain. Dude, if I wasn't getting 8 miles to the gallon and the tranny didn't slip a few weeks ago and I wasn't driving all the way under these bridges down in Brooklyn, I didn't know it was like this, dude. I got chills, dude. I got goosebumps up and down my arms right now. I'm freaking out. Who is this? Matthew Franzgato? Is this him? Dude, shout out to this guy. That's insane. And then we got a couple photos here. Oh, they got tram rides to the top. Are you getting trammed up and then just riding down, or are these people hiking? This was taken October 17th. Brah. No way. What? Incredible. Look at this. That can't. Okay, that's. That is not right now. Woo! All right, so that's J Peak. They got a foot. No mames. Then we got. I saw Crystal Mountain got puked on after that a week ago. What we got here 6 days ago. No. Oh, it's a good morning. Who's got our webcams on? First snowfall of the season is here. And it just looks like they're getting dusted. This dude's claiming I've actually gotten worse conditions at Chair 6. Woo! $200 for a lift ticket. Crystal Mountain. I hope that's not real. Love to see that though. And then first snow of the season, testing out our snowmaking equipment. An unbeatable day. The stoke is high, and we can't wait to see everyone back shredding this season. Don't forget, winter's around the corner. Get your season finished. Wow. When are you guys opening? Oh, look at that. I'm stoked to use my brand new board. When are you guys opening this year? Quick tip. If you have a new board, don't break it out till after Christmas. Simple as that. I have personally lost maybe 3 boards before Christmas. Brand new, 500, now they're $600 boards before Christmas. Use a beater. You're not good yet. You don't have the bones back. You don't have the joints and stuff. You're gonna be falling all over. Personally, I was at Attitash one time, like a rock slanted face, cruising down the main trail, little side jib, went to cruise up it. Snow just powder, fell right through, nose went straight into the rock, impact damage. And if you have impact damage on a board, companies will not warranty it. Boards, most companies will warranty boards if they're like delamming or there's like cracks, but if there's any impact or like a crack in it, that's on you. Save the board, homie. And then another absolute fugazi. That's not right now. And then before we go to copper, I want to do Arizona real quick because I just remembered. Pretty sure they got puked on. What is this? Current conditions, it's snowing 3 days ago. Forecast up to 11 additional inches by Sunday morning. Winter is on its way. Dude, look at that. We're fucking dreaming, dude. Ew! Yo, give me like 10 minutes. Then we got 3 days ago, not only did we receive natural snowfall, but snowmaking for 24-25 kicked off today too. How cold is it, bro? Thanks to last night's storm and the continuous cold temps, our snowmaking team was able to make snow last night, all day today, and will continue pumping out snow as the weather allows. Keep those fingers crossed for low temps, think snow, and get stoked. We'll have you back out on the slopes in no time. AZ for the dream here. It may be fall, but winter is stealing the show. Seasons are colliding. This morning's views are the perfect balance of white and gold. Ain't that the truth? Dude, they got some good shots here. Arizona's nuking. We woke up to even more snow on the mountain yesterday. It's our last day. Scenic gondola ride operations until we open for 24-25 season, and we're open ready for you to come enjoy the views. Sun is starting to break through, and it's shaping up to be a stunning day on the mountain. Arizona, southern Utah, basically. The views this weekend unmatched. Oh my God. I have goosebumps like in my spine right now. If you missed out on these stunning views, you're in luck. We're offering scenic gondola rides for one more bonus weekend. Join us this Saturday, Sunday to witness the beauty of northern Arizona from 12,000 feet. One last time before winter. No. I miss. What do they got on the story right now? Incredible shot of that. Wow, that's nuts. And then finally, we got copper. Colorado's getting dumped on too. Things are ramping up 3 days ago. We like the look of it. We got a fresh dusting overnight, and the storm is projected to continue over the next couple of days. It's almost game time. Are you ready? I literally don't know. And then they go, La Nina, called ahead and delivered. This is what the snow stake is currently looking like. 7 a.m. It's the first big snow of the season. As you can see, it's still coming down. And it looks like they got, I mean, realistically, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, maybe like 5 inches, but there's like a full-on ramp going up to like the 9 mark. We're gonna go with 6 inches and keep it serious, keep it stoked. Oh my gosh, dear skiers and riders, blah blah blah. I already read that. We're hyping. Then we got fucking 8 to 10 inches. It looks like on the chair right here. Yeah, you know what it is. White and yellow. Snowy copper scenes are officially back. Are you locked in for winter? We've been locked in. Unlimited, Holly Lolly, Dolly Cholly. And then we got straight opening day announcement. See you in, wait, 70 days. The fuck is that? November 8th. Oh, that was a 7-week ago post. I was like, dude, what? All right. Fucking November 8th. Copper's opening. No way. It's absolutely cooking. Look at this. And then the story yesterday. That stack, though. Dear Lord. It's, yeah, dude. We got 6 to 8. Truckee style. Copper Mountain. Who else would rather be sitting right here preparing to jump in? All right. That's psycho. So preseason Stoke is on, you guys. I am hyped to be back in the booth, trying to record a little froth while it's frothing out there from Arizona to Colorado to the Pacific and the Northeast. Like, what? And yeah, let's hammer through a couple more of these questions and comments that I got from you guys and wrap this thing up, dude. I'm hyped to try to keep these more consistent. So I don't want to go too long. I don't want to make them too crazy. I want to make it nice and reasonable. Kessler asked, how to find a place to live with Stokers in a new place. My Discord, CW Worldwide. I will leave a link. I usually have a link in every description, but I have like a couple thousand people, I believe, all with the same mindset of snowboarding and shredding and surfing and skating. And if you're a part of that community, then you're part of the same vibes that I have, which is helping each other out, spreading Stoke, spreading information, but also like lending helping hands. And there's portions within the, if you don't know how Discord works, then you're just like me, but there's portions within the tabs on the side with little hashtag markers, and some of them are called housing, employee housing, or it's called like housing opportunities. There's also like gear swap and sell. There's like looking for a filmer. There's like check out my videos and stuff. But the one that we're talking about here is housing opportunities. And there's regions. Post your shit in there and share it. Flood that thing. Share the Discord on other pages with everybody that you know so that they can share it with other people so that the community within there can grow outside of me. I want it to be bigger than me, and it can just be like a community of snowboarders who want to trade and swap and sell and buy gear, who can help out with places. If you got an open couch, throw it up on there. If you're trying to get an extra $200 off your rent and you got a foyer, throw it in there. Freaking me and Malik will show up. But yeah, what I used to do is Craigslist. I used to just cruise up to the mountain in the winter with no friends and start meeting people, start sleeping on their couches, start doing whatever you can to get in with the community and the freaking culture there. And then you'll meet those people and you can plan for the next season. But if you didn't get it locked in, it's not too late. Just go up there. Sleep in your car. Surf skate dreams. Do you ever take rest days, like bumming at the lake and listening to music? 100% I take rest days. I've never bummed out. I've never bummed. It's just not in the genome. And listening to music, chilling though, yes, 100%. I was actually talking about this yesterday. I've tried to step into the world of going really big, not corporate, but just like blowing up the brand. The only reason I would ever do that, because I don't care about being famous, the only reason I would ever do that is because I also don't care about money. But the only reason I would do that is to get enough money to have it just not even be an issue to buy 100 kids in need season passes. That's why I would want an insane amount of money, and that's why I would want to blow the business up to be as big as it is. But every time I've tried to do that, I instantly have been like, ugh, all these companies, they want deliverables, and there's so many things that I have to do, and there's timelines and there's dates, and they want me to show up at places, and there's photo shoots and all this, and like, I'm not about that. I don't like showing up at events. I don't like showing up at meetings. I don't like doing FaceTime stuff. I don't like even taking phone calls. I like doing whatever I want, whenever I want, and incorporating that into helping people and making entertainment content. So I bail out. As soon as I start trying to blow the brand up, I kind of bail out, and I'm like, we're not going to hire 3 or 4 people. We're not going to sell 10%. We're not going to do anything like that. We're just going to go surf. We're going to come home, and then when we're done, we're done. And if I don't feel like editing, I'm not editing. And as you guys can see, I've been like surfing a lot more. I'm trying to get way better at surfing. You can only make so much surf content that people aren't really like it's not growing enough till you kind of realize like, yo, you got to get better. And if it's not like making you enough money, then like just don't do that. Go to bed, wake up, read a book, hone your craft in, make yourself like super on point. And I'm so blessed and grateful for the position that I've helped build and put myself into, to be able to, with so many things going on that I want to get done, at the flip of a switch, if my energy changes and I'm like, yo, I don't really feel like going to film that podcast or go to that event, I just shut it all down. I just don't. I kill the cameras, and I'll disappear for 5 days. I'll disappear for a week. And like that's like my favorite thing about the life that I have, and like the smallness of what I have here is the ability to not have to answer to higher ups and people, and just instantly go chill at the lake and listen to music and read a book whenever I want. I think that's so crucial. Colin Walt, does Japan live up to the Stoke? What do you think, buddy? Colin Walt also, favorite mountain you've ripped? If you know, you know. I can't even say it. It's like almost like surf style freaking what's the word? Sacred zone. If you know where it is, you know where it is. I literally can't say it. Favorite break you've surfed? I can't say that one even more. Potentially sitting in front of it right now, or potentially I've spent all summer there, or potentially we're gonna go there next winter. You never know. You can't just be throwing that type of stuff out on the internet, you guys. Come on. You gotta go. But no, I do want to give you guys something. I would say one of my favorite parks and favorite mountains that I ride is Copper, Colorado. It is just so fun. East Coast, Mount Snow, Corinthia Parks, so fun. Best parks in the game. And favorite break I've surfed, I would like to just throw out like, what's just like a great freaking like favorite wave, dude. That's so crazy to throw out there. Anything I throw out, yeah, just that one we can't throw out there, because if there's an extra couple people in the lineup because of it, I don't want to be at fault. Then we got Dub Plate Dink. What are great easy meals when you're in a low carb, high fat fasting diet? I kind of answered that earlier. I'm big pocket meat dude. I just go straight eggs and beef almost every day. Some cottage cheese, avocado, bacon, organs, like everything that you could need. Like I could eat that meal almost every day of my life. And then we got patito sosa. There's no way I'm nailing that. But he said transitioning from snowboarding to surfing, one of the most brutal things you could do. Complete opposite foot pressure application, complete opposite use of the body. Good snowboarder has good lower body. Good surfer has great shoulders and paddling power. That's like everything that has to do with surfing comes from the maneuvering in the water and the paddling around and the reading of the ocean. And none of that transfers from snowboarding, unfortunately, which is why I love it so much. It's a full reset, full restart, back to zero, as humbled as you can be. You're drowning every time. You think you're going to die. You're just like on the edge of like, yo, I need to be able to do this. I can't just be unable to do this. So Yeah, there's a lot that goes into that. Kyle Pulford, what are some basic stretches you do that could help people in their daily lives? Type in Casey Willax health and fitness, the 10 stretches that saved my life. And I will save a 10-minute answer right here for that one. And then we're going to wrap it up, last but not least, with just a dope comment that I got from Tanner Sell that said, love to see it for Niso. Casey, bro, in a world of brain rot content, you are the high quality, high value, good influence that keeps me in my shiz. Keep it up, bro. Love to see you thriving. This is what we love to hear. And that's kind of what I was trying to touch on in the beginning with like the morphing of the world. We're always going to be going through phases, and we're always going to be going into things that are trending that start and that fall off. And just always try to find that middle ground, that neutral state in between the gnarly, polarizing, negative and positive, or left and right, or whatever. There's always like a middle ground. It's like, don't learn too much information that you know everything, but also don't sit on the couch and just do nothing and learn nothing. Like, always be striving to learn and always be trying to do better, but don't like achieve the unachievable, because it's just too, I don't know. I feel like you'll like, if you have all the information, you know everything, and you're all knowing, like, that's not the purpose of this. We want to take a step back and remember that like life is about growth and learning and knowledge and experience. And as soon as you feel like you cap out and you did all that, it's kind of over. So love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the You Love to Hear It podcast. Once again, if you got any value out of this, drop a thumbs up. If you're on any of the listening platforms, leave a review. 5 stars means the world. And share it with a friend. Leave a comment. Support on Patreon if you're trying to see more episodes and keep this thing going and get your comment featured in the next episode. We love you guys, and we will see you potentially next episode in Europe with Jack. You love to hear it. Over and out. Woo! Yeah, nice.
Nice.